Hi guys, this is week 9 of my pregnancy and I just wanted to give a little update. Not a whole lot is new as far as the pregnancy goes. I am actually 9.5 weeks pregnant. Feeling about the same, a little bit of mild nausea throughout the day here and there, but nothing bad, no vomiting. I'm really lucky. Still pretty tired. Feel like I have to pee like every 10 minutes, which is getting kind of annoying. Other than that, feeling really good, still having really sore breasts. They have grown by probably about a cup size, which is nice because I had pretty much nada to start with. So I'm like now able to really like rock those size A bras, which is amazing. My family's been really sick with a flu this whole week, which has been hard. So my husband's super sick. My son has been really sick, started with throwing up, ended up getting just super high fevers. And so it's been kind of a hard week just trying to take care of everyone else, take care of our dogs, and take care of myself too while being pregnant. So that's just one of those challenging things of mom life where that's the reality of being a mom, and we kind of have a lot that we have to take care of and we have on our plate. I continue to get asked almost daily what protein powder, if any, I recommend during pregnancy, and I do recommend the NLA for her whey. It is a whey-based protein powder, so it is has dairy in it, so it's not vegan. However, they are going to be coming out, NLA for her will be coming out with a vegan protein here in the next couple of months, and it's really good. I've tried it. So that's going to be a great option. It's going to be vegan and sweetened with stevia only. So really nice natural option, which I will absolutely use regularly when that one comes out. For now, I use the Her Whey, every couple of days or so. I'll add it to oatmeal. I don't usually just drink protein shakes because honestly, my stomach's been super picky and it just doesn't sound good. That's one thing that I've noticed with pregnancy is I get really picky about the protein that I eat or drink, and so I kind of limit myself a little bit, and I don't eat as much protein as I normally do, especially when I'm prepping for a competition or doing something, where I'm really trying to build muscle. Right now I'm kind of just trying to maintain muscle and provide nutrients for the baby, so my focus is not on really keeping my protein intake super high. It's more having a well-rounded, balanced nutritional intake at this point. I think it's better, healthier for me and the baby. So I'm feeling really good otherwise. Not much to complain about. So we are still really torn about whether or not to find out the gender of the baby. Given that this is our third baby and we have a girl and a boy, it seems the most obvious that this would be the best time ever to not find out the gender and have it be a surprise. However, it's one of those things where it's like, we still have so much planning to do. We're gonna be moving again before this baby comes, and we have to go through and organize and repack all the girl clothes and all the boy clothes and take them all with us instead of, like sorting through them and getting rid of what we don't need, especially if we're gonna have a girl, we get rid of the boy stuff, that kind of thing. So I'm feeling kind of torn about that. My husband's such a planner and he really just wants to know the gender, so that makes it tricky. I feel like a part of me could be okay with not finding out the gender, but the other part of me just would like to know and be able to plan. So I've been reading Ina May Gaskin's book, Spiritual Midwifery, this week, and I am loving it. So if you don't know who Ina May Gaskin is and you are into natural childbirth at all, or even considering natural childbirth, she is incredible. She is like the midwife of all midwives. She really got started practicing in the early 70s, and now she's, this old lady who just has written a lot of amazing books, and she's delivered so many babies. And they have this place called The Farm in Tennessee where they have basically a really different approach to life, and they do all natural childbirth there. And they have a whole bunch of midwives there that work. And what's so incredible about the farm is they have like a 1.2% C-section rate, where the rest of the United States has a 33% C-section rate. You guys, that's like mind-blowing. And it has made me really be thinking a lot about my own birth experiences. For those of you who know, I had a C-section with my first, and then I had an out-of-hospital vaginal birth after cesarean, a VBAC, all natural, unmedicated, at a birth center with my son. So I'm thinking about doing another video where I really describe my absolutely contrasted birth experiences with these two. I was reading in my journal yesterday, actually, just kind of like doing a little bit of like reflection and contemplation, and reading through my journal of the things that I wrote right after I had my labor and delivery with my first. And I was just crying, you guys. I was crying because I felt so scared. I felt so out of control, and I felt like I had no faith in my body. I didn't even believe that my body could have a baby the correct way after that experience. It wasn't traumatizing in the way that like my daughter or I could have died, but I felt traumatized because I lost all hope in my body. I lost all hope in the birth process, and I lost all hope in my ability to have a baby the way that a baby's supposed to come. And so it set me up for some really interesting thoughts and experiences going into my second labor and delivery, and I'd love to talk about that in more detail. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video. So I've been thinking a lot, even though I'm so early, you guys, I'm only 9.5 weeks, but I mean, I've got 30 more weeks to go, but I've been thinking a lot about the delivery of this baby, and kind of almost like just mentally preparing myself for having another labor. And I'm actually so excited. I know that sounds crazy, especially knowing that I want to do it unmedicated, naturally, again, out of hospital again, if possible. Obviously, if I have any risk factors or if there's anything that's not looking right or going right, I will absolutely deliver in a hospital where it's safest for the baby and me. But otherwise, if we can, I would absolutely love to do another midwife-assisted out of hospital birth. And you know, the pain of childbirth, yes, it's painful, but it's temporary. And that's the most amazing thing, is when you're not letting all the doctors do all of these different interventions, like the induction and all of those interventions, they lead to more interventions. And so when you just take all of that away and you let your body do what it was meant to do, and let it happen naturally, let yourself go into labor naturally, you'll be amazed at how natural your body handles it. It's a natural process that your body's already prepared to handle and knows how to handle. Yes, there are some emergency situations, very, very low percentage, where it's a true emergency, because doctors like to kind of create that scenario where things get a little bit more complicated than they need to. They need to do more interventions because, guys, guess what? That makes them more money. So I hate to be that like big Debbie Downer, but the more that they do, the more money they make. So it's one of those things where if you really just step back and take a look at the natural process of birth, it's an incredible, incredible process. So I think I'm gonna do a video really contrasting my two experiences. Otherwise, so many good thoughts and affirmations going on today. So I happened to find these amazing pregnancy and birth affirmation cards on an Instagram site. It's called TP Learning. And so I purchased these. They came all the way from Australia, and it was a box of all of these amazing and cute pregnancy affirmations. So really just really good positive things to kind of like think about. And I picked out two yesterday while I was kind of doing all this contemplation and retrospective thinking. And I pulled these two out because I wanted to keep them. And this one says, "The miracle of life is taking place inside of me." And I think that's important to remember when you're pregnant. It's hard to really remember what exactly is going on and how amazing it truly is. And this just kind of reminded me that this is the miracle of life, and it's happening right now inside of my body for the next 30 weeks. And it's a blessing, and it's a gift. And you know, I feel tired. Sometimes I feel really nauseated, but it's incredible, this gift that we get to do. The other one is, "I'm grateful to be able to grow my baby." Just another one of those where it's important to remember that it's so incredible what we get to do, and to just be grateful for it. So I hope you guys are having a good week, and I will definitely keep you posted. If you have any questions for my next week vlog, go ahead and put them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out and answer them in my next vlog. Thanks, you guys. Have a good week.